What is up, everybody? Welcome to today's live stream. I'm Ja, and yes, it's a little bit of an unusual setup right here, but I'll explain that in just a minute. All right, so obviously you already know what to expect today, right? I will tell you everything there is to tell about the new, actually our first gaming chair, the CH110 or 110, however you prefer it. So what can you expect from the agenda? Well, expect that I will unbox this thing. So this bad boy will be unboxed like on the old school way, and I will set it up for you. I'll show you what kind of the parts are in there and how they will come right out of the box. So what else can you expect? You can expect that I will be comparing them to some other variances, and just to show you what kind of major differences out there. And depending on how the stream will go, we might go a little bit crazy because in the prep phases, when we're creating ideas, some colleagues were screaming, "Hey, why don't we cut open the chair?" I'm like, what now? So I'm still not sure about that part yet because it's kind of not like some $20 stuff that you just cut open, destroy, and throw away. That's it. So who knows? Maybe. And I will also show you what kind of exciting stuff that you can use or do on the chair that you normally wouldn't think of. So that's it for the agenda points. And of course, like always, we have a giveaway. So today, if you go to msi.com/2/insider right there and perform a few actions, you'll be, well, I hope for you, potentially, you'll be one of the winners of today's $20 Steam Wallet Codes giveaways. And don't be disappointed if you didn't win on the first draw, because there will be more draws during the entire live stream. So good luck to you. And if the link doesn't work for you, well, Mike is usually somewhere around here, but not today. So today he is like behind the camera. And so Mike will be posting the link in the chat. So if the link right here doesn't work for you, just go to the chat and good luck. And of course, keep the chat going because I'll be reading the chat too. I'll try my best while I'm trying to show you guys a lot of stuff. And all right, let's get going, right? And at the moment, I'm sitting a little bit uncomfortable, and that's because of the not so comfortable chair. And so why is today's setup a little bit different? That's because we need room for this little bad boy, okay? So I guess I might as well just get rid of this thing because I think I've had enough. Well, that was a nice landing. I guess you didn't see that, right? But all right, no damage. So here we have it, the big old box. Obviously, it's quite a sizable box because obviously there's a big chair in there. And let's crack it open, right? Let me see. All right, guys, here we go. It's all sealed and well, so what's inside is as much of a surprise for you as for me. I've already seen this, but I'm just going to pretend it's my first time, right? I mean, all right. So that's one side. If only you can feel how heavy this box is. It's not for weaklings. All right. So first of all, what do we have? Protection foam. All right, let's put it right there. And a nice little manual. I'll show you this in close-up later. So I'm just gonna place this right here right for now. And voila, what do we have here? The first ingredient of the chair. Okay, it's a little bit heavy. Okay, so what are you guys thinking? Box weight? Oh boy. It's close to 30 kilos box weight, so it's not so good for your bag. All right. So the upper part right here. Don't worry, guys. I'll unpack everything after I've unpacked everything out of the box. So let's just put this right here for now. What's next? More protection foam. Always handy, because you know how those guys in the shipment industry handle your packages, right? Not like it's theirs. So here we have the lumbar cushions for the lumbar support and the headrest. And we have Patrick. Well, it's white, but still it's a starfish, right? So guys, like I said, I'll try to keep up with the chat, but as I'm doing multiple things at the same time, so you can expect a delayed reaction sometimes. So I'm doing my best. Yep, close to 30 kilos. Somebody's doing his homework. Actually, how do I pronounce your name again, Tikinan? Because this dude is like in every live stream. Right, the lower part of the sheet, the sheet itself, I guess. Here. All right, armrest, 2 pieces, obviously, and we're close to emptying it. I'm gonna guess this is the wheel box. Yeah. And here we have the lifting system. That's it. So now we can finally get rid of this big old box. All right, where were we? Let me try to organize this first a little bit, okay? So, put the boxes here. Who else has a little bit of an OCD whenever it comes to organizing stuff? I mean, to me, like, they have to be perfectly in line with each other, right? So no part that's sticking out, like, unexpectedly. Armrest. All right, time to start unpacking them. So let's see what else has been said in the chat. Hey, I love my MSI 1660 though. Good for you. Okay, I mean, if I were like 10 years old, I'll probably sit in the box while I'm setting this up. But seeing I'm well over that age, I'm going to skip that part. So let's unpack the first part, the biggest part, the upper seat. Nicely taped. Man, Mike, it's already getting hot in here, man, or is it just me?
You're just too hot, man.
Yeah, well, if you're doing this, yeah. All right, so here we have the upper seat. Let me just show you a little bit of how the material, what the material is, and how everything is being stitched and patched up. So, can you guys guess what this looks like? This look right here. I know there's a delay, so I'm going to give you some time to think about it. But by the time you have typed it, I would have given the answer. So I'm going to tell you this looks like a racing car seat, right? So it's a carbon fiber leather look. And here we have some regular PVC leather, same as here. And look at the stitch work. Precise as it can be. Of course, our emblem here. Look at that curve. So on the back side, it's kind of reversed. So on the front side, you have like the carbon fiber leather right here. And then on the back side, it's kind of reversed. So instead of being in the middle, you can see it on the sides. All the way up from the top here to all the way to the bottom. All right. The box looks almost as big as you. I wish I was as big as that box. I'm nearly 26 and I would love to be this. Well, be glad you're nearly 26. I mean, I'm quite over that age. I know a box, my bag also needs this chair, trust me. So, the second big part. The lower seat. So again, let me show you this on a little bit close look. Same principle, obviously they gotta fit. So in the middle we have the carbon fiber leather, and here the same contact, same look as the upper half. And these two are obviously meant for hooking up the upper seat. The side and the back. Well, the back side, well, this here is a little bit green, so that's why it looks kind of retarded, because we are keying the background with chroma key, and so don't mind that. All right, steel base. I'll get into this more later, but even on this side, which you normally don't even see, right, because this is face to the floor, you can see the stitching work is still quite amazing. I mean, the details and how they stitched just hit all the other, well, less good looking parts, I guess. So everything is being well put away. All right. So, Patrick the Starfish. Obviously the base. Let me just. Yeah, the chair is thick. I mean, that's gonna be like the first thing you're gonna notice about this chair is that it's not your average skinny. I'm not supposed to say what follows next, but it's well padded. So, all right. So here we have the base. So what you might notice here is that the base is not your regular base, because usually, especially with the other variances, you often see that the base is fully flat, right? So this has this little bend shape. It's bent for a specific reason. It's because this way, well, first of all, it's full metal. It's quite heavy actually, but why it's bent is that it's going to provide more support to the base, so it makes it more durable and a lot stronger. And if we go to the detail cam, I can show you what else is actually not what you see every day. Is that if you take a good look, that obviously here it's not filled up, but that's normal. But here you can see there's like a slight edge that's bending a little bit inside, right? So instead of just sticking up like this, it's bending inside. This also has a specific purpose. This also makes sure that your base has maximum support, and it strengthens the overall structure. So quite a nice little attention to detail, I guess. So imagine that if you can still break this base, you're quite amazing. All right, so that's for the base. Well, there's a lot to talk about the armrest, but I think it's going to be a lot better if I go into details about the armrest, because then I can show you when I have set up this chair. And I think I've already clapped on for quite a long time. So let me just try to move along a bit and keep you guys company while I'm setting this up, instead of just still unpacking them. Alright, the armchair. So what are your guys' impressions up till now? Just tell me in the chat. We'd love to hear them. Yeah, we're giving away through Gleam. And in case you guys just joined or you've missed it, go to msi.com/2/insider, because some people are asking about this, and you can participate in the giveaway. So you can also see this up here. Perform some actions, and you might be one of the winners, because we'll be giving away multiple Steam wallet codes, $20 wallet codes, and you might be one of the winners. So go ahead, and you're still in time for this first draw. All right, last box. Here I'm gonna open this up, and I think, yeah, it's the wheels and the tools, of course. Not as many screws as I would have thought there will be. And you know, this is always the part that people, well, my nice colleagues, always make fun of, because according to them, I somehow always make the screws disappear magically. Like there's like a dark hole near me, and whenever there's a screw, it just falls inside. Well, I'm gonna put this right here. So right here, I'm not gonna lose them, and if they disappear, you guys are the proof I didn't lose them, right? All right. So what else we have in here? The lift piston, of course. Also, quite a story inside this lift piston. It's class 4 certified. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with TUV, but they're like the world's most well-known certification, inspection, and evaluation sort of company. And they've given this alongside with BIFMA, so BIFMA, the American ones. They have given this lift piston the class 4 certification. This means that it's at the max level of certification of quality. And I have some more info about this to show you and tell you later. So look forward to that, because this is really an essential part of your chair. And if I know anything, is that usually if something breaks in your chair mechanically, it's most probably going to be the lift piston, because I myself personally have had quite a few problems with lift pistons. So a really qualitative lift piston is very important right here. All right, now I have really unpacked everything. Luckily, you guys can see the big mess right here onto the camera. Everything right here looks quite neat. Okay, so let's just pretend I'm like a dummy who doesn't know how to set up the chair, right? And luckily, there's a very nice little visual. Well, it's not a visual, it's a manual. So let me just open this up, because it's really easy to set this up. Because right now it seems like, okay, there's some wheels here, there's like a piston, there's like screws, blah, blah, blah. But it's going to be really easy. There are actually just a few steps, because right here, well, they're going to show you, okay, what kind of parts are inside this, what's being delivered. And here you can just follow the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And ta-da! I'm not sure if you can see the ta-da glow. But yeah, 7 steps is all it takes. So, all right, let me follow the guide, I guess, huh? So first, what do I need to do? Big tip: always start with the base part, because it's easier if you build from ground up. So here, just turn the base around on its head, and well, did you guys know that this little wheel is called PU caster? Well, I didn't know that before, but after I've learned that this little wheels actually have their own terms, their own name, that's quite awesome. So PU caster. If I remember correctly, the PU stands for polyurethane. Polyurethane, and that's kind of the stuff that it's made of. And it's a really high durable hard plastic. Well, it's not really plastic, but it's kind of hard to explain. So if you're interested, you guys can look it up. It's made really easy actually. You just well, take it and push it in, and that's it. So at this part, you don't even need any tools yet. And voila. Well, I think that the NASA Mars rover wheels is a ripoff of this one. Not the way around, I'm pretty sure of that. Alright. No, Mr. Mustard Dogs, that's a really bad advice, man. Come on. I mean, there are people who read the manuals. Obviously, there are also people that don't read the manuals, but there's nothing wrong with reading the manual, right? Okay, so I finished step 1. Put all the PU casters, the wheels, under the base. So that's done. Alright, step 2. Tell me, manual, what I'm supposed to do. Step 2, we're going to use some screws. Well, the screws are still here, so I guess that's good. Let me put this a little bit aside. Exactly, you just put the wheels first. Yeah, that's usually what you do. You start from the ground up. Tacky, lucky. I guess that's it's quite a nice idea. Tacky, lucky. That's for the next part, but right now we're going to work on the lower seat. All right, so here the lower seat, and we can show you in the other detailed camera angle what I'm supposed to do. So crack open the screws box package, and the manual tells me I have to use just 2 screws. And we can set up the armrest. Alright, so armrest. Well, actually, before the armrest, you obviously have to set up the lift system. So without this guy, it's not really going to work. And unfortunately, if you wonder, okay, what direction do I actually have to put this? Because it says here front. So you know this side goes to the front. So obviously where your legs will point. So that side. It's a nice little detail. Saves you a lot of trouble before you know it. You've already attached a lot of parts, and then you're going to be regretting this a lot. All right, exactly. Always read the manual. Thank you, JP Razor. Almost done. Well, unfortunately, I have a really bad back problem to begin with, so yeah, not that lucky. Let's give MSI everything. Well, for those of you who has or who have an MSI setup, because obviously you know we have a lot of stuff already. So from gaming gears to video cards, motherboard to cases. We even have PC cases, yes. And now, well, obviously we also have desktops and monitors. And now, well, if you want to complete your whole setup, there are even MSI gaming chairs. All right, just a little bit more patience, guys. And now it's really getting hot in here. Okay. So have you guys all started with the giveaway participation? Because I think it's time for our first draw. If our mic agrees with that.
Of course.
All right. So guys, don't be startled if you hear some creepy voice behind the camera, because that's the mic.
Hi, everyone.
All right, so Mike will be doing the first draw, and
We have a winner.
Who the winners? Oh, we already have a winner. Let me see. You're okay. It's Severin Everly. So I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. I hope so. But Severin Everly, congratulations to you. You're the first winner of today's $20 Steam Wallet gift code. And the rest of you, don't worry. We have more draws to come. So if you performed a lot of actions, you might still be one of the next winners. So guys, if you haven't done so yet, if you have just joined, go to this link, msl.com/2/insider, and perform a few actions there. The more actions you perform, the more chances you have at winning the gift code, the Steam Wallet code for today. So good luck, guys, and look forward to pronouncing the next winner. And one more screw left, and the base is set. All right. So, what are you guys saying in the chat? Tell me. Yeah, okay, of course, guys. If the link doesn't work for you, Mike has already posted the link directly in the chat. So you can just visit that link instead. It's okay, Lee. You might be the next winner. I mean, we have had quite a few lucky winners that have won, I think, quite a few times already. Not sure what they're doing, but they're doing something good. All right. Mike, is that possible? Can we do a fast forward while I'm demonstrating this live?
Yeah, I think we should be able to.
All right, let's. Mike, the Genius Kid, is going to try to fast forward this part. All right, but guys, this part is essential because this all leads up to whenever the chair is done, then I'm sitting on it, and you guys are not. That's nice. All right. One more round, and I'm done with the base. So again, here with the base part, well, the lift mechanism is also full metal. So our parts are steel parts. And obviously this is going to be the most durable material compared to hard plastics and aluminum. So I finished this part. The next part will go to setting up the lift piston, is what the manual tells me. So I better go do that. So again, here we have our class 4 certified lift piston. Don't worry if you don't know what it means, because I have some great information coming up regarding this later. This is always the easy part. I mean, you just take the lift piston, you stick it in the hole, and that's it. That's it. No screws, no stuff. And then put this aside, and we can assemble backside of the chair with the upper side. Well, the lower part and the upper part. So, okay. Whew. Man, I think we should really turn on the ergo. But, okay. So line up the holes with, I'm not sure how to call this part, but kind of like the handles. So you can line those up with the holes that are already being pre-drilled inside the side of the chair. So just line those up and follow the easy steps in the manual, screw in the screws, and you're basically done with the first part. Alright. Still have the screws, so that's a good sign. So the manual also tells you, okay, just how many screws you'll need exactly. So in this case, there's going to be 2 screws on each side. Now, I don't think that's wrong if you want to replace your seat with the CH110. I think that's perfectly fine. I'm sure the Mike will agree too.
Yes, I do.
Alright, so this goes a lot easier than setting up the lift system. You guys are quite talkative in the chat. It's hard to keep up. Alright, one more screw on this side. And I can turn around. So, if you have, of course, guys, if you have any questions, just post them in the chat. I will take them up if I see it on time. So, what are you guys saying? I know those chairs clamps and don't cover it all. Then it doesn't count. I'm saying, like, why is the name CH? Any reason that I missed that? Well, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with how we usually name our chairs. It's that we always try to make the chairs to make sense. So you can imagine that CH here kind of looks like the first 2 parts of the chair, right? But strictly speaking, this is MAG CH110. Being MAG, our Arsenal gaming series, that's also being used in other product lines and series. I think you guys should be familiar with that part. This actually belongs to the same product category, so to speak, in our lineups, but then for gaming chairs. Come on. I think I got a little bit of a cotton foam stuck here. That's nice. Oh well, it happens. Alright. So, what do you guys think of the chair so far? Please do let me know, because I'm really curious. And I think you guys already noticed that this is like in black and red. And that kind of is like, if you guys are familiar with our older generations, actually last generation's graphics cards, so the 10 series, you will notice that, hey, they kind of also look like black and red. And it's kind of our thing, you know, it's the MSI color. We obviously have a Lucky, it's red, it's a red dragon. And, well, it's similar with how we used to do our colors, and red is kind of also in our emblem, right? So it kind of makes sense. So for now, unfortunately, there's only the black and red combination. So I hope you guys do like it, and well, if you don't, there might still be other future models coming up, so looking forward to that part. I'm not saying for sure, but I hope so. Alright, let me look at the holes. So, uh, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat, guys. Try my best. Well, the chair is actually already available for those of you who are wondering. So you can actually just go to our website, MSI.com, and look up the gaming chair. Just put this down here. It'll be a lot easier this way. When I was like still living at home, I used to like just outsource this part to my brother, so I don't have to do it myself. That's nice. Black and white, yeah, that's also a good color combination. Is there something wrong with my socks, Mike?
I think your socks look really cool.
Exactly. So why do I have
Maybe
to talk
show
about
them
my
up
socks?
close. What kind of socks do you wear today?
It's nothing special. It's just some nice regular socks, right?
You look happy.
Well, I certainly am happy wearing them. So, why do you guys have something against my socks? I'm sorry, old spec PC. Can't really send you the chair because I'm also waiting to receive one chair from the company. So you're not the only one, my friend. All right, one more screw here. Yeah, well, they're actually called Happy Socks. So if you're interested, you can look it up. They have the craziest kinds of patterns and colors, and I think I've been a big fan for a long time now. Any fellow Happy Socks fans out there? Let me know. Come on. All right. Just one more on this side. So, can you guys like tell me if you're already using a gaming chair or what kind of gaming chair you're using at the moment? Because I can imagine there are like quite a few options out there. And speaking of gaming chairs, I think around 10 years back, it wasn't really a thing yet. So it wasn't really like gaming chair. And then I guess some people saw the opportunity and hey, well, racing car chairs kind of looks cool. Why don't we just provide them for the general market too, to the gamers? And voila, boom. That also explains the general shape that you see with these kind of gaming chairs. So, for the support for whenever you're trying to go through a big turn, that the chair will hold you in place. Also helmet support and stuff like that. So I guess it was a great idea because I think this is really popular with you guys, me, people, gamers. And it just looks awesome. I mean, just look at it. I'm almost finished, so a little bit more patience. Armrests. All right. More screws. 2 more screws for this, actually 3. If anybody wants to help, feel free to help. I mean, I can use a hand. Wink, wink, Mike. So let me see. Who is using a gaming chair at the moment?
I enjoy watching you struggle with building stuff.
I'm not struggling at all because this is actually really easy, but it's just so hot here.
That's true.
I mean, for you guys' sakes, we can't use the air conditioning because you will mess up the sound from the microphone. So we gotta work in some quite a harsh condition right here, just to put on a show for you guys. I hope you guys at least appreciate that. Hey man, my spinach game is on point. I always eat spinach. I just don't have them in like a box, an iron box, or whatever you call that thing, like Popeye.
I can.
Oh, iron box is just here for moral support. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it has a neck and lumbar pillow. Oh, they're right here. Well, now that you're asking anything, I might as well take it out.
Mr. Master Duck is exactly describing how I sit here.
What? Mike is sitting there off screen with a cold drink. Yeah, so exactly, lucky Mike. Here we have the lumbar support pillow. And here we have the headrest pillow. So also here you can see on the other angle, it's made from the detailed cam mic. It's from the same leather look, the carbon fiber leather look. And same for the lumbar support pillow. And be careful of the vicious dragon; it might bite you in the ass, I guess. All right, one more armrest, and I can put the chair on the base. Okay. And I still have all the screws. Amazing. And trust me, the headrest pillow and lumbar support pillow, they're not your average cheap pillow because the inside are qualitative breathable foam. So they really provide us the firm support that you need, and it will not turn into a pancake after being used for like some time, which is what happens unfortunately when you go for the cheaper models. I'm not sure how you made the connection there with the Yakuza Hydro, but I'll think about that after this live stream to see if I missed anything. Okay, the last screw for the armrest. All right. So at this point, there are just some small stuff left to do. For example, if you look around here, there isn't much left. So just have to connect these two parts to cover the steel connecting part on the side, I guess. So let's see here. You're just gonna make sure that you're not putting the wrong ones on the wrong sides. So they do differ a little bit, as you can see. This part differs. That's because this differs on the other side. Because here you have like the typical car, racing car style handle. Alright, just a few more screws left to connect this. So put a screw in there and then connect. It's easier if I turn it to its side. Alright. So get your screwdriver, and it's time to screw. Make sure to firmly press it down so you can make the proper connection with the screw. Alright, that's done. And don't forget those little plugs that you will need to put into the holes here on the side. Voila, and do the same to the other side. Alright, I believe this is the last screw. So I guess, oh well, I didn't lose anything. Are you guys almost ready for the final connection? So the last plug to plug in the hole. All right. Let me clean up a little bit here. This is the part that you normally will look forward to. You're connecting this part with the upper part that you have just set up. Just make sure to align the hole and just release, and that's it. Alright, now it's in. Alright guys, worked my ass off in like what, 35 degrees room right here because of all the devices, but it's done. Just have to set up the cushions, of course. Well, if you're going to use it, generally you have to wrap it around it. If it's just standing there, even not using it for lug, I don't know when that will be, but you have the opportunity to just connect it like this. Then everything will be aligned nicely. But I'm going to use it very soon, so I'm going to wrap it around here. And then connect the lumbar support pillow. Just look at Lucky. He's like looking at me just like, yeah, come on, you can do this. I know, Lucky. Alright. So very easy. You don't need a manual for this part. Just plug them in here. Well, and then on the lower part, push this through the connecting part here. When you do this, make sure not to scratch anything unnecessarily with your nail or something, because that will be very unfortunate. And then just plug it in. Plug, plug, plug. Voila, and you're ready to race. Let me show you the back side. I see that I have to turn this a little bit. Right. All right, now everything's neat. So, and this is the front side. Just look at how thick and big it is. So if you guys are familiar with other gaming chairs, you should notice the difference like right away. Okay, did I deserve to finally sit on here? Ah, Jesus. Okay, obviously when you sit here for the first time, you have to make sure to adjust to the correct positions. And the lumbar support, you can easily move it up and down. So you can see it's moving along. And then you can also position this to the way you want it. And voila! So before I told you, okay, we gotta look forward to what the armrest can do, because this is MSI's 4D armrests. So the 4D, the four-dimensional moving directions, I think it's something that every gaming chair should have. I mean, I'm not sure about you guys, but I usually struggle with the gaming chair armrest. Whether it's too low or it's too high. Hey, I'm missing a few spaces, or I would prefer to have this a little bit more inwards, more or outwards and stuff like that. So that's actually what you get with 4D. So imagine you're just sitting there and you'll be like, I need to change the armrest because it's just not really, it doesn't fit well with your desk. So you can just move it like. So let me explain the directions. You can go forward, you can go backwards, right? And here you can also, let me show it this way. You can swivel it left or right. So wherever position you would want to be with your arms, you can. And here on the side, we have a button, like an activation for everything. So you can just do this. And you can be comfortable with your arms the way you want it, because this is really like a big relief for people that really enjoy the armrest and not place their arms on the desk like just camping in the monitor with their head. So you can just relax, sit, and enjoy the chair and put your arms there and enjoy however you would like. So you can swivel left and right, you can go up and down, you can even go, you see this? So instead of rotating left and right, it's actually moving entirely left and right. And then you can go up and down, so you can really have like the 4 dimensions of flexibility that you will like. Oh, notice I haven't paid attention to the chat for a while. Apologies. I'm not too big for the chair. I mean, this suits my body actually better than I thought. I mean, this chair does have like 150 kilos of max weight, so I'm not hitting that like nearly. I'm maybe hitting half of that. And it's having really great support for your shoulders. Lumbar support cushion is just, I have back problems, and I really notice like the difference between a chair with a lumbar support and a chair without a lumbar support. But that might just be me. You gotta test it out for yourself. So like I said, this chair is already in the stores, right? So you can go check it out, see if it sits really well. And let me know what you guys think of the chair, of course, in the chat. So I'll try to bring my attention back to the chair, to the chat again, and see. Oh, so Asola, you're broke. Welcome to the club. I'm also broke. That's why I'm demonstrating this chair right now. I'm not buying it, right? All right, so price. All right, so what we usually say about price is that, okay, it's a little bit difficult. So right now, like in Europe, in the Netherlands, you can think of the price like between 350, well, around 350 euros, and depending on the area, it can be higher or lower. And if you're using some different currency, there might be currency differences and tax differences. So between 350 and 400 euros is approximately where the price will set. So there's that. And well, guys, if you have any other questions, just keep asking them in the chat. I'll try to read them and answer them as best as I can. So, all right, so that's for the assembly part. And I know for sure next time I'm going to be doing this with a fan blowing somewhere in the room, all right? And, well, guys, I hope you guys have noticed that you can win a Steam Steam wallet code. And if you haven't done so yet, go to msi.com/2insider /2/insider and perform the actions there. The more actions you actually perform, the more chance you will have at winning one of the codes. And if you've already done so, and who knows, you might be one of the winners now. So I think Mike is going to do another lucky draw now. And let's see who the second winner is. I think we have a winner. Every time when we are trying to draw a winner, it's just always so tricky because, well, it's the internet, right? So people always have like random names. I mean, my in-game name is DD Danger Boat. It makes no sense because you gotta know the reference. So it's always, we gotta see, okay, who is actually winning. Okay, we actually have a very easy name. I think it's a Dutch name, even. So, Rosalind Finken, congratulations to you. I hope you make really good use of it. And this is our second draw. So guys, if you still haven't won anything, please go to the link right here. And if it doesn't work for you, go to the chat, because the chat will also be presented with a direct link that you can visit. Perform some actions. You might be one of the next winners. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so I can finally enjoy the chair a little bit now. I mean, obviously, preferably I would like to go and play some games right now, but I can't. So let me just tell you about something that I don't often hear from people or anyone talking about chairs and reviewing chairs and showing off chairs, is that it has the great ability to get you in shape. I'm not sure if you noticed that. I mean, I'm not really that good at chair ups, but if you're using this chair, just go practice it. I mean, after a while, you're going to be really good with chair ups. I mean, just feel those abs. Okay, how many do I have to do? Are you keeping
255.
Are you keeping count? Okay, what's that? 5, 6,
250 to go.
7. I can do this. 8. You get the point, okay? Yeah, you get the point. So we call this the cheer up. Perfect. Sit behind your desk, play video games, whatever you like to do. You can still get in shape. I mean, you don't even have to get up and go to the gym. You can just do like 300 sit-ups and become One Punch Man. So there's that, and I think I've reached my limits for today. But yeah, I can already feel the calories burning. What do you guys think about this exercise? Let me know. Yeah, it goes really far back. I mean, I thought I was going to hit the ground with my head, but I'm not, I guess. That's quite nice. Okay. Whew. I'm not gonna do some burpees with a gaming chair, man. Come on. Give me some break. Okay, so I've told you guys a lot about what kind of features reside in this chair. What kind of flexibilities it has, what kind of material it's made of. But let's do some comparisons too. I'm not finished yet because I have some more information regarding the chair for you, anyways. So, but before that, let's do some comparisons. For example, unfortunately, I couldn't get other chairs here to compare with, but I have some slides for you, just for you to see, for you to understand. When I say that this chair is really well padded, I really mean it's well padded. So if you look at the slide, you can see that when we are trying to compare the length, the width of the side part right here with actually on the other side, it's quite a popular model, and it's not like a super cheap model or anything. And you can still see that this really sticks out. The padding right here is no joke. I mean, it's no joke. Just look at the lines and see for yourself, like, okay, just how much this really sticks out. And if we compare to the lower side, the seating parts, so here you can see on the slide the height. You can also see, okay, it's quite well padded. So the other model, it has this little curve on the side, but that curve is not really being padded. It's just an upward curve that's sticking out on the side. So it's not really actually filled up. But with this one, it is filled up. So where the curve is supposed to be here, like this curve, this is right here, right in the curve, it's all being filled up instead of just being a thin layer of seating pad. And if I go to the next one, you can see what I mean with this. So really pay attention to like the front part. So this part, the thickness of this part, you can see the difference right there. And you can also see what I meant with the side curve. So the one that's supposed to keep your legs from spreading, it's keeping your legs, your lower body part in place. So that part on the other model, you can see is really like sticking upward, but it's not really being filled up. And here, everything from the side, like to the middle, is really well filled up and padded with great quality molded foam. And if we really are feeling up to it, I might even do something crazy that my colleague suggested later, but I'm still not sure about that part yet. I mean, he wants me to cut open this chair that I just set up. I mean, I still have to think about that for later. So okay, we get it. You want to murder someone, Mike? We get it. But before that, let me just think about that first and go through a few more slides just to get you to understand. Okay, what's okay? I mean, whatever. There's only one way to show you what's inside. Give me the knife, Mike. Don't throw it.
There you go.
Asian with a knife. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Do I really have to do this, man?
Yeah. Do it.
I mean,
First, take the pillows off.
guys, do I have to do this? Well, how tall am I? I'm 180. I just set this up, and now I have to open this up. I mean, it's such a waste, but all right. I guess we gotta do this. I know, guys. That's exactly how I'm feeling. I mean, I was really objecting to this part, but then again, if I want to show you guys, hey, what's inside, I kind of have no choice. So it's not like I can just unzip it or something, I know. Oh boy. I mean, Mike, come on. I mean, all I read about is no in the chat.
You can do it.
Everyone is just saying no in the chat. Okay, I guess. Shall we? You don't need to see the inside? Oh, Mike, they're saying they don't need to see the inside. So
yeah,
I guess
they want to see the inside.
no stabbing, no cutting. Okay, I like that one. It is MSI Insider Show. This is crazy. Don't do this. Okay, we don't need to see the inside. This is so wrong on all levels. We sign off on this. Not destroy it. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna cut it open. I mean, Mike already put up the slides. I guess that's a hint. Alright, then I guess I will not be cutting this open. I'm glad you guys are on the same level as me and having the same thoughts. Okay, let me at least put this back. Okay, I have back problems.
Maybe do a vote.
Who's that? Oh, Eric! Oh! Okay, Eric's saying we should do a vote regarding whether or not we should cut this open. Well, you guys keep voting. I'm gonna do this in the meanwhile. So I guess let's vote. Cut it open or not cut it open?
Do it, Jack. You can do it. Come on.
Okay, wrong piece of laptop, like your laptop, cut the dragon. No, I'm not gonna cut the dragon. No, I'm gonna get fired for that. I'm just gonna cut open the chair, man, not the dragon. Good, because it's just wrong. It wasn't like, it's kind of, it's like a yes and no on both sides, so. Okay, someone's already saying, thank God you're not cutting it. I kind of got myself kind of into this already. Like, I was kind of curious, like, but I guess there's too many no's. Oh, Mike, take this back before I hurt myself. Well, I guess there's no need to call the ambulance. Okay, now I gotta put this back again. Jesus Lord. Okay, at least now we know whenever we have crazy ideas, you know, you guys will stop us. So you're at a good threshold. Good to know. Good to know you guys actually care about this guy. I mean, I guess that's good. I mean, this beautiful carbon fiber leather is for looks, for the feeling, for sitting up to, sitting on. I mean, it's not for cutting. So, alright, reconnect it. Or I can just, you know, keep doing cheer-ups until the end of the stream, I guess. But I guess that's also not something you would like to see the entire stream. Alright, since I'm not cutting it open anymore, let's head back to the slides with the information that I was going to show you anyways, but less spectacular now, I guess. Okay, just imagine I cut it open, okay? So, with other variances, you know, usually the cheaper ones or the lot cheaper ones you find on the internet and stuff, they seem good on the first glance, but trust me, just look at the picture. On the left, you see MAG CH110. And you can see that the inside is actually from the top all the way to the bottom, like the entire chair is being molded with PU foam, high quality foam that's also breathable. So in the summer days, or less hot buns on the chair. And with the other ones, you can see that it's either, you know, some cheap foams that you will find in like packaging, like you just saw with me unboxing. You just find those kind of cheap foams in the boxing for packaging purposes, and well, they're really cheap. And after a while, trust me, no matter how thick this is, it's going to turn into a pancake real quick. That's not something that you would like to be sitting on or sitting against, especially if you game a lot of times. And in no time, you'll be feeling the hard structure beneath it. So that's something that you really like to avoid. So either it's that kind of cheap foam, or it's even just straight up garbage recycled foam being put together and held together, like on the mixed cheap recycled foam picture that you can see. So really gotta watch out when you're trying to choose chairs, because I get it. I mean, it's not the cheapest chair. There are a lot more chairs that are cheaper out there in the market, but you gotta think about, okay, what are you actually buying? What's inside? I mean, the price has gotta make sense, and the price is really on the quality of the exterior and the interior. So, the fully molded foam against cheap foams, they will be pancakes and just fully flat and just not reacting, and it's something that you will not like to have. So you got to really watch out when you're trying to purchase a chair, and really do your homework regarding, okay, why is it so cheap and why is this one more expensive? Obviously you're paying for the quality. So I hope that's a little bit more clear for you guys, and if you have questions, please just ask them in the chat. And well, hey Airbomb. On the next one, just to amplify a little bit more what I was trying to say, I have had some nice inside source that provided me with this. I'm kidding, I don't have any inside sources anywhere, but a colleague of mine was nicely enough to gather this image to show you guys what happens with those kind of cheap chairs. Like I said already, you can see here, you can see the white foams on the outside structure. You can see the black cheap foams that I just showed you that's easily teared apart, like with no strength required. And then the cheap recycle and other kind of material foam, like the pink ones that you can see here, just all being squished together and just sitting there, thousands of them ready to be shipped to whatever wants to buy them and just stick their own labels on it. That's not how we roll here with this boy right here, okay? So I hope the message is clear, that there are a lot of different kinds of materials being used in chairs like this, especially when you see it's not a cheap chair. And what I mentioned earlier with the armrest, so when I said, okay, we have 40 armrests here, what does that mean? I already explained that, and in case you missed it, you can move into 4 directions. So swivel left and right, go left and right entirely without swiveling. You can go up and down. You can go forward and backwards. So whatever wish it is that you have for your arms, it's got it. And if you look at the little chart right there, you can see the majority of the models, especially the cheaper ones, they have like 3D or even 2D or even 1D armrest or so. Be 1D, you can just go up and down, that's it. And 2D, you have a little bit more flexibility going either forward, backward, or left and right. And then going for 3D, you can see that you can swivel, you can go backwards and forward, but you're still missing going left and right. So now you can really have every flexible possibility there is at your disposal with 4D. So like I said, this is something that I think people should really appreciate about chairs. And let's go to the next one to explain to you. Okay, when I was unboxing this and setting this up, I showed you the lift piston, right? So lift piston, for those of you who are not really familiar or know anything about chairs, it's the piston part that's connecting the little, how do you call it, like the little thing connecting the upper part with the base. So you can see that like on the image too. That's the lift piston. This is really something that you would like to have to pair up with a really great quality mechanism. So I already mentioned before, okay, our lift piston is certified class 4 lift piston. Well, you also have class 3 or lower and stuff like that, and the certification comes from different kinds of sources, but all being world leaders in certification services and inspections and evaluation, stuff like that. So TUV being one of the really famous ones. It's the German one. German quality, I mean, you can rest assured. And so we have the class 4. It means that it's thicker, it's more durable, it's stronger than the class 3. So in the chart, you can see, you know, the certification sources and how thicker it actually is and stuff like that. And so for class 4, you know, it really means strength and durability. And on the left here, I guess this little guy, he was testing this out before it got nerfed. I think it was really strong back then. I'm just kidding, of course. I mean, I just found this like by accident, but I thought it was like a funny video, guys, so to show you guys. So I imagine that what he was sitting on was like a class 4 certified lift piston, and then well, was way too strong. So they got nerfed down to the current version, but that's just a joke. All right, so I've shown you the lift piston too, and the other important part going downwards is the base itself. So Patrick, right? So 5-star Patrick. The base. For those of you who missed it, our base bends a little bit compared to the rest, where we're usually flat. It will give you a lot more strength. It will give you more durability. And here in the chart, you can see exactly the differences between other bases. So we have the steel one, where it costs actually aluminum. Interestingly, it costs a bit more than steel, but that has to do with demand and supply and stuff like that in the market. And on the left side, you can see the weight for this. So the full steel one is more heavy. It's heavier, but it makes it a lot more durable. And heavy or not, you sit on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And anti-corrosion is also quite important. Over time, when you keep using it, with steel, you'll have a lot more resistance to corrosion. So all in all, you know, a steel base is preferably something that you would like to use for your chair, instead of, you know, some cheap office chairs or other cheap gaming chairs that have nylon, so like sort of like hard plastic, hard nylon stuff, and like that, and aluminum, which is also less durable. So keep in mind that we have, in this price package, we have put up a lot of quality and great durable features. Something crazy is happening right now. Again, I'm not sure what's happening, but it looks dangerous. That's Eric trying to threaten me with knife, which is nice. Okay, so I've talked a bit about what's inside and what's on the outside, but what I really couldn't show you was like the real inside. For example, the steel base. So let me explain that. You might have already seen that on the first few slides, but some cheap chairs or other variances, they can have a wooden base inside the chair. So instead of having like this one, a full steel frame throughout the entire chair, so in the seating area, in the supporting area, all the way up to here, you have a full steel frame support, which is a lot more durable and, trust me, a lot more, how do you say this, like better support. It will give you a lot better support than whenever you have like a wooden support system frame in here. That's also very cheap, and it will not last long. So that's something that unfortunately I can't really show you live. I guess it would have been nice if I was going to cut it open, because then I would have been able to show you. Yeah, but maybe next time when you guys don't stop me from cutting it open, okay? So that was also very important. And all in all, this, everything combined together, you know, it's giving you this support that's just like, I'm not sure how to describe this. I mean, you gotta be able to feel this. Those of you who are familiar with gaming chairs, I guess you guys already sort of have the idea of what I mean with this kind of comfort. Like this thick ass padding. You can really feel it when you sit on it. And combine this with all the flexibility in the arms, it really just relieves you of any headaches whenever you're trying to game for hours or just sit behind there and just lean back, enjoy some movies, and perhaps even take a nap. But whatever you do, this is the kind of comfort, this is the package that you like to have. Real quality with real steel frames, steel base, and the best padding. This XXL king size, and the class 4 certified lid piston for durability. It's the whole package that you would like to have in order to have the ultimate comfort. And I hope you guys get the ability to really test this out, because you can hear me say this. It can still be my opinion. Maybe you don't even like this at all. If you don't, I can't blame you. Everybody likes other stuff, right? So yeah, that's okay. But okay, maybe I should also tell you a little bit more about. I think I might have forgotten about that part. Is the most obvious part, the leather, the surface. So the surface is PVC leather, the carbon fiber part, the normal part, and this was actually a conscious choice, because with real leather it's a lot more prone to cracks, peels. Over time, it's it can suffer from cracks, scratches, and scrapes. With PVC leather, you actually have a lot more durability compared to genuine leather. It's more sturdy. It's more resistant to damages. And personally, for me, I think the bad thing is that I eat a lot behind my desk. Guilty. Drinks, pizza, spaghetti, whatever it is that's in my fridge. I'm enjoying that behind my screen, whether I'm gaming or whatever. And when you drop something on your chair, it makes it really easy to clean. Trust me, it's really easy to clean. So it actually really do have its purposes, and still it's not cheap material at all. Trust me, it's not. If I was able to cut this open, I can probably show you just how thick it is, because you can really feel it when you're pushing in the material. So trust me. But try it out for yourself if you have the chance, right? What are you guys saying in the chat? So yeah, the murderous tension for Mike, I think that's really gone now. Eric really didn't help. But I think the chair really made a narrow escape this time. I'm not sure about next time, but fortunately you guys stopped me, and he survived. Well, of course, Master Box, you can offer a cheaper chair and invest in a better GPU, but you don't know what you're missing, man. Preferably I'll be playing games after this instead of going back to work, or even going home to see my girlfriend, but unfortunately I have to leave this chair at some point. And well, with all this explanation and demonstration, I hope I really did you guys well and provided you with a lot of knowledge. And if you have any questions, please just ask them in the chat. I'll still keep track of the chat if I missed any questions by any chance. And in the meanwhile, I think I'll do one last giveaway, and who knows, you might be the lucky winner. So who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Oh, we have a winner. Another easy name, man. You guys are lovely today with your names. Jeremy Karam. Congratulations. Unfortunately, the chair is not a giveaway, but hey, you can still enjoy a $20 Steam wallet code, right? And well, guys, if you don't have any questions left anymore, then I guess I'll be enlightening you with next week's topic, which is E3 2019 Games Madness. Obviously, a lot of you guys already know about what's coming up. So E3 is coming up. All the gaming companies, the big ones, are going to be presenting there, showing new stuff, cool stuff, new games, and we'll be covering them. So next week, same day, same time, it's going to be E3 2019 Games Madness. So hope you're going to be there. And thanks for tuning in, you guys. And I hope you had a lot of fun and gather a lot of knowledge. So I'm gonna game. Cheers, guys.